Welcome to today's second topic, ladies and gentlemen, here on Charlie's Edition, the Joy of Gay Sex series. Now, first of all, I want to remind you guys that I am definitely no sex expert whatsoever, but I like to learn as I read, as I like to teach you guys at the same time as I go along in this book. So once again, if you have not checked out the last, 5 topics now, I've so far talked about barebacking, which is sex without condoms. Talked about bondage and discipline. Talked about how important hands and sex is. Yeah, just go back in the videos and check out the topics that I've talked about so far. Very interesting information. Now, my next topic that I'm going to talk about is what I like to call kinky sex. Now, some people know what that term is. Some people don't know what the term is. What the hell is kinky sex? Kinky sex is stuff that you would not normally do in sex, but it makes you feel naughty when you do it. Like the forbidden, like, I shouldn't be doing that, or that's not normal, or is someone gonna judge me for wanting to try this? To each their own. What turns you on, turns you on. So, I'm going to read to you guys exactly what kinky sex is. Oh. Wait, y'all. I need to get some water real quick. Okay. Yeah, I need some. As you guys know, the temperature changed quite a bit, so it's kind of chilly today. And so I literally have my space heater right here. I was cold as hell, so I was like, I'm just going to put the space heater right here since this is where I'm spending my time. Voice got kind of dry, so yeah. So, let me read to you guys exactly what kinky sex is. When it comes to value judgments, everything is relative, in sex too. Let's say you're tricking with an attractive man you met via the internet. He's really into you and he's been quite passionate in bed. But he suddenly starts chewing hard on your nipples. Or he begins to slap your ass. Or he calls you daddy. Or he wants you to piss on him. In my bed. Or he says, why don't you play the coach and I'll be the freshman? Most gay men would probably object to some of all of these scenarios. Others might enjoy the full range of possibilities in bed. Sex is merely sex. That is not commonplace. And of course, the other term for like kinky sex can be vanilla sex. It has nothing to do with potentially dangerous or non-consensual sex. We are adamantly opposed to non-consensual sex. Kinky implies a bit of naughtiness, like kids violating adult rules and enjoying it because they're being bad. Kinky to us is sexual behavior that is 1. Consensual, 2. Not dangerous or life-threatening to you or your sexual partner, 3. Not anything that feels bad to you or your sexual partner. S&M activities are definitely kinky since they follow a sexual script that defines an agreed-upon shared power structure between men with one or more fetishes, such as leather. B&D, a form of S&M, also combines sexual scripts with fetishes, which, of course, we were talking about bondage and discipline. Exhibitionism and voyeurism played out in the bedroom or at a gay bathhouse or sauna are kinky, but in a more public space they can land you in jail. Fetishes in general are very kinky, especially so since articles of appeal so much to gay men. Cross-dressing is a fetish to some gays, while men's underwear, including jocks, is arousing to a far greater group of guys. The first emphasizes the softness of femininity, while the other highlights the roughness of masculinity. So yes, if you have a big fetish for underwear, or you like to lick someone's feet, or you are obsessed with, I don't know, nibbling on someone's finger, that is a fetish, aka it's kinky. It's something that would not normally be done during sex. Scat and water sports, both definitely kinky, are a mystery to the majority of gay men. They cannot fathom how behavior they were taught in childhood was disgusting could become eroticized for other men in adulthood. Neither can sex researchers, nor many of the participants themselves. Now, of course, you guys, in later videos, I'm going to talk to you guys exactly what water sports is, what scat is. Yeah, those will be in later videos because some people don't know what vanilla sex is or what water sports is and all that stuff. So be sure you guys stay tuned to this series so you can figure out exactly what that is in case you don't know already. We exclude from our category of kinky sex eroticized hanging, an unusual form of masturbation in which a person jerks off while hanging himself, because it sometimes ends in strangulation and death. We also do not support barebacking. You guys already know what that is. I told you guys about that. Since barebackers are a public menace who transmit the HIV, also excluded are placing potentially dangerous, sometimes life-threatening objects up the ass, things like Coke bottles, flashlights, and boots. Those who do this often end up in hospital emergency rooms to the astonishment of the attending doctors and nurses. Major surgery is sometimes required. We feel the same about inserting foreign objects such as a glass or metal rods up the urethra. Frottage is kinky in bed with a consensual lover, but not with some hunky but non-consensuating straight guy in the subway during rush hour. Now guys, remember, this is not just for gay men. This is for straight people do it, lesbians do it. Straight people are pretty much into a lot of bondage and kinky stuff as well. It's not just for the gay world. But, of course, this is the gay series that I'm reading about to you guys now. But pretty much everyone is into this or does this. I mean, not everyone, you know what I mean. Like, every, you know, bi, straight, gay, lesbian, whatever, has partaked in some type of kinky sex or whatever. So, yeah. The line between vanilla and kinky sex isn't always so sharp. The butch guy who's screwing you on your rug might push your head down so roughly that you come out of it with a rug burn on your forehead, or he might slap your ass so hard both before and while screwing you. Bottom though you may find yourself talking dirtier and more abusively to your sex partner than ever before, exposing fantasies you never knew existed. Perhaps it's about time. Men in the kinky sex are no more or less able to establish long-lasting relationships. Often, however, they don't divulge this information to their lovers, reserving the kinky stuff for jerk-off fantasies and porn videos. Occasionally, they trick out with like-minded kinky men, usually meeting them via the internet. We think this is a mistake because deception is involved. Deception never helps a relationship. We think the more constructive approach is to share these fantasies with your lover. He may not be telling you about his own kinks, and if you have this discussion, it might lead to new sexual adventures between you. At the least, it will add a level of maturity to the relationship. So you guys, very interesting. That's what kinky sex is. Now, coming up, I'm going to do actually another video. I'm going to talk to you guys exactly what vanilla sex is, the meaning of vanilla sex. So I figured while we're on this topic, I might as well talk about it. So stay tuned for the next video. And like I said, go back to the other videos and find out what I was talking about. But stay tuned to find out what vanilla sex is. Holla.